warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Walaikum assalam.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, sir. We can start, sir.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Good evening to everyone. The galaxy of intellectuals, invited guests, parents, teachers, and my dear friends, a pleasant evening to you all. It is the time to chill, to cheer, to shine, to inspire, and to be inspired. I'm extremely happy to get this opportunity to address you all on this auspicious occasion of 21st webinar organized by our Green Valley Group of Schools, Metric and CBSE, under the topic Learning versus Lockdown. It is a very important topic to discuss. Children are the future of tomorrow. All the students we witness today receiving excellent informations which will help them to grow up to be the responsible citizens of tomorrow. May they grow up to make us proud and achieve the highest human values. I feel proud to be a part of such an elite institution where we taught by such great teachers whose teaching goes beyond the classroom. Also, they are the ones to be thanked for organizing such a wonderful webinar. We all have assembled here today to motivate and cherish the youngest minds. Apart from it, this is a great occasion to welcome our chief guest. The fragrance of flowers spread only in the direction of the wind, but the goodness of a person spreads in all directions. On behalf of the Green Group of Metric and CBSE, I welcome our chief guest, Dr. Deepak. Thank you very much, sir. About our chief guest, Dr. Deepak, who is completed MBBS in Moscow State Medical University and in Diploma in Clinical Cardiology. He worked in a cardiological department at St. John's Medical College in Bangalore and Kongunadu Medical College, Coimbatore. Then we are very thankful for his presence now. Then I'd like to welcome a special person who is our chairman sir and correspondent. One tree can start a forest, one word can frame a goal, one candle can wipe out darkness. A true leader has a confidence to stand alone, the courage to make tough decisions, and the compassion to listen to the end of others is an art. Our chairman, Mr. Jaweed Khan sir, does not set out to be a leader, but becomes a special one by the equality of his action and integrity of his intent. Now, the same. The above quotes is also fit for Mrs. Ayesha Jaweed, ma'am, our correspondent. You are a leader. You are show motherly love, give fatherly confidence. Your endless care, guidance, and support prove that you are a great leader. We are really blessed to have a correspondent like you. We are thankful. We are welcome you, ma'am. And the pillars of our Green Valley schools, to the parents and students, teachers, to the world, you may be the person, but to one person, you may be the world. With immense pleasure, we welcome our dear parents and students. We do cherish your partnership and collaboration. We treasure your love and concern towards our second home. Your esteemed presence make us feel proud. Welcome, dear parents, students, and teachers. Let's start this session. I would like to welcome our respected correspondent, ma'am, to give a special speech.
Thank you very much, sir. Greetings from Green Valley School. On this wonderful evening, I welcome our chief guest, Dr. Deepak, sir, because this is a very critical period all around. Many patients are in need of a doctor, and he has scheduled, in his busy schedule, he has allotted 1 hour time to educate our parents, students, and staff of Green Valley. Thank you very much, sir. I warmly welcome you on behalf of the management of Green Valley School. Thank you. So without wasting much time, let me just give you a few advice or discuss few words with you.
Hello. Hello.
So I warmly welcome all the participants of this webinar, Learning versus Lockdown. Today we have our speaker, our chief guest, Dr. S. Deepak. So first, let's begin with learning. Learning for 2021-22 begins. We are in tie-up with Leeds School. So this academic year, we have a plan of conducting summer camp, bridge course, and giving you recorded videos, online classes, online assessment. This is a hybrid education, which is suitable for this particular Corona crisis period. And we have ELGA classes, which can enhance your English knowledge. What should be the end result of learning? Change is the end result of all true learning. You learn a new skill today, and if you're not able to change yourself from within or around you, then there is no use of learning. And parents, I request all of you to invest in educating your children, because an investment in knowledge pays the best interest. So we are in tie-up with Leeds School. It is a paid service. They have to provide salary for the teachers. This is a sincere request. I request all the parents to pay on time so that you get services on time. Next, this is a request or advice for all our students. Excess use of anything is poison. A little of everything is medication. More of anything is food. Excess of everything is poison. Let it be food, let it be internet, or let it be entertainment. Everything should be limited as per the usage. If you're taking junk food, processed food, frozen items, then definitely you spoil your health. If you're using too much of internet, social media, and playing games, then definitely you spoil your mind. And in the name of entertainment, if you're going to spend more in indoor or outdoor, then you have to take care of your health and time. So should parents worry about students playing games? Yes, World Health Organization recognizes gaming addiction as a mental health disorder. Our doctor will be able to elaborate much about this, about the junk food and the radiations which are caused by the mobile. So this is a sincere request. When we believe in the things which we cannot see and touch, that is called belief. This is how we believe God. But to believe in the unseen is both a triumph and blessing. At this time, if we step out from our house and if we see bullet trains, or if there is a nuclear bomb explosion, then definitely we dare not step out from our house. But since it is a virus or a fungus which is unseen, we don't take this seriously. And we can see many children who are playing outside, many of them going in big gatherings and contracting diseases, and we are losing our loved ones. So this is a sincere request from Green Valley management. Stay safe, stay at home. Next, to the well-organized mind, death is but the next great adventure. It is no death, but dying, which is terrible. Everyone knows that everyone is going to die one day, but the pain of death is very, very terrible. In the recent time, we have lost many loved ones. We understand death only after it has placed its hands on someone we love. So reduce your risk of COVID-19, follow the protocols, clean your hands often, cough or sneeze in your bent elbow, not your hands, avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Limit social gatherings and time spent in crowded places. Avoid close contact with someone who is sick. clean and disinfect frequently touched objects and surfaces. A man who dares to waste 1 hour of time has not discovered the value of life. So we can see in this lockdown period, many of them are wasting their time in unwanted entertainment. We have to do our duty first and then enjoy our rights, because we don't know the expiry date of our life. So first do your duty, and we have equal rights and duties to be balanced upon. Thank you for listening to my speech. Finally, I would like to quote the WhatsApp status of our today's chief guest. Always remember to prescribe the right antibiotic at the right dose for the right duration and at the right time. So we should be blessed to have such doctors, because our life is at your hands. Thank you for joining us. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, ma'am. We are grateful to you for the amazing presentation you gave. By all accounts, it was one of the greatest presentation we have ever witnessed. There was something about your contribution that made our webinar stand out. Our teammates call it the X factor. We are almost grateful, ma'am. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank
Now,
you.
I would like to call our chief guest. Before that, I would like to tell few points about our chief guest. We are grateful to him for accepting our invitation and becoming a chief guest of today's event. Apart from this, he is a social worker. He has molded the life of students and served people with kindness and helping to make them to study in abroad universities. We are so honored to have him as a chief guest for the evening. I'm certain that all the parents present here also moved and assuredly want their children to be like him. Thank you very much for your presence, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah, you can start, sir.
Yeah, can you hear me, guys?
Yes, sir.
Hello. Yeah, is there any disturbance in network or something? So
No,
can you hear me, my voice?
yes, sir. We can hear.
Yeah, all right. So yeah, good evening, everyone. So thank you for the opportunity that Green Valley School team gave me to talk about the learning and it is lockdown actually. So a special thanks to the correspondent, Mrs. Ayesha Jaweed and Mr. Rajiv, event coordinator and marketing and team for a good event. So guys, here we go. So let's shortly talk about what is learning, and then we'll finish with few knowledge about lockdown and how to face their life very smartly and goodly. Okay. So what is learning actually? So learning without reflection is waste actually, right? So reflection without learning is very dangerous. So for example, what I'm trying to tell you, if I see a child riding a bicycle, I can assume that the child have learned the skill, right? So without learning the skill, either she or he can't be confident on his work. So that is the point of learning. So we have to clear cut in the learning. So how to make a life better. So how can we learn? That we have some few steps. So clearly you have to listen to this because I don't have a PPT or something because I'm in very short period of time. All right. So first of all, we need to get very interested. So we have to be very interested to start learning. We should not be lazy or we should not be like just like that. We can't do anything. Life is like very difficult, right? So the next step is like we have to love. If you're studying, for example, if you're studying a second standard or third standard or fourth standard, whatever. So we have to love what we are doing actually. So without love, we can't make anything easier. Okay. So we should not sit with a blank mind before start study. We should need a trailer. For example, if we go to a movie theater, so before watching trailer, we can't go to the movie, right? So we have to clear the concept. Then only we have to go and sit with full fledged. So without blank knowledge, we can't sit for a study. Okay. So the fourth step is like you have to start taking notes and just don't just study like continuously. Just take notes and analyze the things, what you're learning, what the topic you're taking, all those things, okay? And then if you are trying to achieve something, you have to remember your goal, what you're trying to do at least 10 to 15 times per day. So then your intellectual power will boost you, and you won't feel like what? You don't feel like sleepy or something. Every 10 to every day 10 to 15 times, if you remember your goal that I should be like this. I want to be perfection like that. Okay. So okay. For example, if you're a doctor or else if you want to become a pilot or something, first you have to think in subconscious mind. You have to get to the conscious, and okay, and that you have to take every day to your mind that I have to become like this, I have to become like this. You have to take created conscious every day. Okay, so you have to do this. Next, you have to reward yourself. For example, if you completed your first standard and you are graduated to second standard, means you are achieved first standard. So you have to reward by yourself. Nobody will reward you or nobody will appreciate you. Don't try to expect something. So reward yourself. That will be much better. Okay. So, for example, how can we reward? So, for example, if you passed your first standard and you're going to second standard, just small. Okay, I passed my first standard, so I can take it. I can do treats by myself. You can go and have some ice cream, or you can talk with your friends. That you can go like you can be. So that's what. So you can take an ice cream and you can eat like something. So you have to reward yourself. And this is very important actually. So nobody should nobody should feed. Okay, you have to study by yourself. You need to make yourself. We are there for you to support, but we can't able to push you for the study. What I'm trying to tell you that first of all, you just love what you're doing actually. See, if you're trying to play a video game, so how much involvement you put in that? So that you have to put in studies also. Okay, so don't lose your hope and don't be lazy in this lockdown period. I try to tell you that in this lockdown period, everything comes to an online base. Okay, so students are not waking early in the morning, so they are like just like not in the proper timetable actually. So I request you students and parents not to do that. Do the regular routine works actually. So that will be a good for health. Okay. So wake up in morning at 10 o'clock and doing this is unnecessary, and our health is spoiling very badly. So nowadays I am getting a lot of patients like not sleeping on time, not waking up on time. So they are getting mentally depressed. There are a lot of things going on. So parents, I request you to educate the children to sleep on time. Don't make them to use mobile for long time. That is a very much important suggestion I'm telling to you guys. All right. So how can we start study? Like, so we have to love, we have to get the interest, we have to love, we have to take a plan. All those things is fine. So how we can start study? How we can plan? Avoid doing things last minute. So if you have an exam, last 1 day or 2 days, just rushing up for your exam, studying all the syllabus in 1 day, that is impossible. Try to study everything on time, on day, at least for a day. Like start from 1 hour. Let's say you can grow at least 1 hour to 2 hours, 2 hours to 3 hours, like that. So if you do that, you'll be able to learn the knowledge. You'll be able to understand the concept of the theory. So then you can achieve a lot in your life. Okay. Then ask questions and get help. If you have a very wonderful atmosphere, Green Valley is given you. You can ask whatever doubts you have to staff and teachers. And if you have any doubts, you can ask to anybody. Don't hesitate to ask doubts. How much doubts you're asking, that much you'll be getting clear. Okay. So revise the previous chapters before getting into the class. If they are teaching you mathematics, like for example, if they're teaching you abacus, try to get a concept of that. Okay, and before going to class, you just clear your concept and then go. Then you can be able to clearly understand the concept of what is going on. Okay. So get organized as much as possible. Okay, so that will be very much how much your group study, how much you're organizing with the people. That will be very useful for you for your future also. Keep this in your clear concept. Once you grow up, it will be very much useful for your preparation, everything. So use active studies method, okay, instead of passive. Active studies means like you have to clear cut in the knowledge. You don't have to study a full book or full theory subject, okay. So be smart and be study, okay. So, and this is a very important step actually. If you are not going, if you are not able to go to school, or if you are not able to attend the class properly, and if you are not, if you are sleepy in the morning, and if you are just not able to concentrate on the study, just try to study and the mixed topics which have your loss. So in that mixed topics only, I think you will be getting a lot of concepts and clearance. Okay, so that is a very much important. So do all this, and you can make a note also. I'll try to send you a PDF or PPT to the institute so they can share you something. All right. So this is the study actually. We have like step by step we have cleared. So you have to do all those things and make these things happen. Next will come to lockdown actually. So why lockdown? Lockdown is like, can you just comment me like lockdown is good or bad? Yes, of course. Lockdown is very good actually. Nobody should tell that lockdown is very bad. Actually, lockdown is good. We have to obey the government orders and follow the rules for our safety net. Okay, but there are many people due to frustrations or commonly many people does not follow the rules and regulations. So they are like I've seen like last 1 week I've seen many patients and many parents and many students calling me and asking like my parents like everybody is like getting a psychiatric illness. Okay, so the whole day they are using the mobile. The whole day they are watching TV, or they are not even studying. Like studies apart, so you have to get relaxed. Don't use the mobile during lockdown. Just try to partition your work. Actually, gaming is fine. That is not actually should the whole day should not involve in the gaming. It will lead to a mental disorder actually, and you will have a lot of high problems, and there are a lot of side effects. So you should not do that. I'll explain what are the side effects you will be getting in the last thing. Okay, so how can we be safe during this lockdown? ஸோ எப்படி நம்ம வந்து லாக்டவுன்ல வந்து ரொம்ப சேஃப்டியா இருக்குது, அது ரொம்ப இம்பார்ட்டன்ட். பிகாஸ் நமக்கு அது வராத வரைக்கும் லைக் வி டோன்ட் திங்க் அபவுட் தட் ஆக்சுவலி. ஓகேங்களா, உங்களுக்கு தான் சொல்றது. அண்ட் பேரண்ட்ஸ், டியர் பேரண்ட்ஸ், ப்ளீஸ் பி அவேர் ஆஃப் திஸ் சிச்சுவேஷன் ஆக்சுவலி. ஸோ whenever you go out or whenever you just walk around the street, like just wear a mask and please maintain the distance. Nobody is doing that actually. I have seen a lot of parents and patients trying like anything, and they are like it is really very sad for them, not even getting a bed they are like dying on the road actually. So this is a very critical situation. We have to be very careful. Wash your hands regularly whenever you go out. If you touch the metallic things, just come and wash your hands and use sanitizer. That is very important. Don't take your hands near your eyes or nose or somewhere, because the new fungus are coming, like mycorrhizasis, that is like green fungus. So அதெல்லாம் இருக்கிறப்ப ஸோ நீங்க ரொம்ப சேஃப்டியா இருக்கிறது நல்லது. லைக் அக்கம் பக்கம் இருக்கவங்களுக்கு ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் ஹேவ் டு எஜுகேட். nowadays students are very much updated than youngsters. Okay, so I hope you guys students, you have to be very careful and try to educate your parents and your friends and your colleagues, everybody. Okay, And my kind request to all of them, please do vaccinate. Vaccination is very much important actually. It won't cause any problem. It will decrease the severity of infection. Okay. So for our safety, government is educating people to do vaccine. Don't hesitate that. There are few rumors is coming like if you do vaccinate, you will die in 2 years or something. That is absolutely wrong actually. Okay. There is no evidence for that. Everything is rumor. So don't think about that. Do vaccinate for your safety. Okay. So I hope you all do the vaccine. I hope you all put vaccine and we'll be corona free within 2-3 months actually. So almost WHO's World Health Organization says like almost 80% of Indian population has been vaccinated. So I think 20% is left. So if we vaccinate 100%, we'll be like corona free. So we can come to a normal life slowly, and we can do the things. Okay. So just listen this. I'll just tell you a small story and then I'll finish the talk. Okay. Just let us go in Tamil actually. So that will be like more useful for you guys, students. Okay. குழந்தைங்களா உங்களை எவ்வளோ பேரு இன்சல்ட் பண்ணியிருப்பாங்க, உன்னை பார்த்து எவ்வளோ பேரு சிரிச்சிருப்பாங்க. ஓகே. ஸோ எல்லாத்தையும் வேஸ்ட். உனக்குன்னு ஒரு ட்ரீம் இல்லையா? இருக்கும், கண்டிப்பா இருக்கும். உனக்குன்னு ஒரு ட்ரீம் இருக்கும், நான் அப்படி ஆகணும் கண்டிப்பா இருக்கும். ஓகே. ஸோ இந்த உலகத்துல காமனா இருக்க மென்டாலிட்டி எப்படி தெரியுங்களா? அக்கார்டிங் டு பிசியாலஜிக்கலி எனக்கு ஒரு கண்ணு போனாலும் பரவாயில்ல, பக்கத்துல இருக்கிறவங்க 2 கண்ணு போகணும்னு நினைக்கிறேன் ஒரு சுச்சுவேஷன்ல நம்ம இருக்கோம் ஆக்சுவலி. ஸோ லிசன் திஸ் கேர்ஃபுல்லி. ஐம் ஜஸ்ட் ட்ரைங் டு எக்ஸ்பிளைன் யூ அண்ட் ஐம் ட்ரைங் டு பூஸ்ட் யூ அண்ட் மோட்டிவேட் யூ. ஓகே. ஸோ இப்படி இருக்கிற பட்சத்துல, ஸோ ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் லெட் மீ டெல் யூ அபவுட் மை லைஃப் ஸ்டைல். ஓகே. நான் ஸ்கூலிங் படிக்கிறப்ப I was a very average student, like you guys something. Okay, so innocent, no proper guidance to how to come up in the life, and ஏதோ படித்தா போதும்னு இருந்த ஒரு லைஃப் இந்த நிலைமையில வந்திருக்க முடியாது. என்ன நானே கொஸ்டின் பண்ணிட்டேன் ஆக்சுவலி. எப்படின்னா, ஏன் நம்ம இப்படி இருக்கோம்? லைக் how can we grow up, how can we come up, like we have to be in society in such a way அப்படின்னு சொல்லி நான் கொஸ்டின் பண்ணிக்கிறப்ப, எப்படி சொல்றது, every day I'll try to question how to grow up, how to plan for the life. Life is not that easy actually. So like that. So I used to make a decision and I used to be in a goal and I'll be in very determination actually. So that I have to become a doctor. So from my childhood, I decided I have to be a doctor, and I tried hard in my schooling days. So I tried hard, and I was getting a good mark actually. So I got lots of shame. Like my colleagues will tell, like நீங்க வந்து usually my friends will tell that you are not eligible for doctor. Yeah. So you just go to you just study on some degree and just go for a work in a monthly basis, get 20,000-30,000, like that. So what you guys I'm telling is just clear cut in a concept. Every day keep a goal and get your students and get your staff knowledge, school knowledge, college knowledge, and come up with your good scores. லைஃப்ல வந்து நிறைய ஸ்ட்ரகிள்ஸ் இருக்கத்தான் செய்யும். பட் அதையும் மீறி நாமே மோட்டிவேட் பண்ணிக்கிட்டு நாமே வந்து மேல கொண்டு வர்றதுதான் நமக்கு வந்து ஒரு நல்ல லைஃபை கொடுக்கும்ன்றத நான் உங்களுக்கு சொல்றேன். ஸோ ஐ காட் அ குட் ஸ்கோர். பட் ஈவன் தோ எனக்கு வந்து இந்தியால வந்து எனக்கு சீட் கிடைக்கல. ஸோ ஐ வாஸ் ஒரிட் அபவுட் தட். நான் ரொம்ப லோவா ஆன பட்சத்துல என்னையே நானே மோட்டிவேட் பண்ணிக்கிட்டு, லைக் யூ ஹாவ் டு டூ அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு, ஸோ I got a chance to go to abroad and I finished my MBBS and I come here and I cleared the exams and now I'm a doctor. So அந்த மாதிரி I have struggled a lot of struggling. Okay, so இப்ப நான் வந்து ஒரு நல்ல நிலைமையில இருக்குன்னா, like that my clear cut concept, my determination, everything is a part of life. So guys, you have to don't ever உங்களை நீங்களே வந்து தாழ்த்திக்காதீங்க. So every single student have their own stylish அவங்களுக்குன்னு ஒரு வழிகள் இருக்கும். ஸோ யூ கைஸ் டோன்ட் லோ நான் வந்து நல்லா படிக்கலையே, ஸோ நான் வந்து ஏன் அப்படி இருக்கேன், நல்லா படிக்கல. ஆல்மோஸ்ட் இன் திஸ் வேர்ல்ட் 80% of students are below average or average students only. I'm not going to categorize a below average a good student or something. Okay, everybody is a good student actually. நீங்க உங்களை நீங்க வந்து மேன்மைப்படுத்தி நல்லா படிச்சு மேல வர்றது, we are there to support you. You have to work hard. Don't sleep till 10 to 11 o'clock in the morning. Try to wake up at 5:30 to 6 o'clock. Please don't use the mobile. Stay safe. Okay, so this corona will not be long lasting. It will be like finishing in 2-3 months, and then you'll be free to go away or something. Okay, so don't, everybody just be careful and stay safe. I request the parents to educate the students not to go out and for unnecessary things. Be healthy. I would like to I want to tell you one thing. If who has diabetic, who have sugar, stay safe. அவங்களுக்கு தான் வந்து ஈஸி ரொம்ப வந்து இம்யூனிட்டி சான்சஸ் இருக்கு. ஸோ அவங்க வந்து ரொம்ப சேஃப்டியா இருக்கிறது நல்லது. டூ வேக்சினேட் இமீடியட்லி இஃப் யூ ஆர் நாட் வேக்சினேட்டட். குழந்தைகளுக்கும் சொல்லுங்க, ஈவன் child also can vaccinate. So like be very strong. நம்ம வந்து கொரோனாவை நம்ம like we are there to fight against corona, so we'll do that. Okay, no worries. Be happy, be healthy, stay safe, stay distant. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir. Believe it or not, I'm still struggling to find the right words to properly describe how fantastic your speech was. Thank you so much for delivering to us such a remarkable, outstanding speech. And we look forward to having you again in our next series.
With pleasure, thank you.
Your presence here definitely enriched this event, and this we remain grateful, sir. Thank you very much. Now I would like to call our school headmistress, Sarah ma'am, to give her speech.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and good evening to all our dear parents, teachers and students. I hope you all are fine and stay home, stay safe. I'm very happy to see you all now. I hope you all fine. Okay, so today I'll tell you about how can we learn easily in this lockdown. I request Rajiv sir to make me as host to share the screen.
Yeah, okay, ma'am. Yeah, did ma'am. You can share now.
Rajiv sir?
Yes, ma'am. We did. You can share now.
Yes, thank you, sir. Sir, still I can't able to get. Please make me as host, sir.
Miss, you can start sharing. It's already shared.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes, good evening to all once again. And I'm going to tell you 5 top tips for learning from home. So many of the students and teachers, we all feel boring when you are learning in the lockdown. Now I'm going to tell 5 top tips for learning from home. So how can we say that? The first one is, it's all in the setup. So what do you mean by it's all in the setup? So it's nothing that, so where we are reading, the place should be quiet and it should be flexible for the students to read. That is, it's all in the setup. This might sound simple, but honestly, it's true. Yes, We all think that how can we, if we make the setup as neat, whether we will read properly? Yes, we can read. We have to make the setup neat and clear for reading. Then only we can able to get the positive attitude to read. So try to keep everything as familiar as it can be. Mirror your school routine and try to keep to a similar schedule of classes. This will help keep your mind in the learning mode. When your setup is neat and clean and you arrange all the books proper, and if you are keeping the notes, whatever you are getting the doubts, you have to take a paper and you have to note it down. Later on, we have to verify that and we have to clarify our doubts. So like that, we should keep our learning place to be proper. And the second one, if virtual lessons are available, try to attend those as often as possible and give them as much attention as you normally would in the classroom. So we should make a setup how we are in the school. So in the school, we give you the desk and we give you the chairs and we give the proper place where you are getting proper learning. Like that, you have to make a setup in your home. So it should not be in the bedroom. Okay. So if you keep the setup in the bedroom, we always feel sleepy. So we should keep a place where we can educate proper, where we can learn proper. So this one is easier and said than done. But try to keep your school and home life separately. This means not working from your bed and try to avoid your bedroom. Create a learning environment that is purely dedicated to learning, and then keep your home environment purely dedicated to relaxing and creativity. Yes, we have to keep a setup so where we can learn properly. It should be flexible for us. So where we can keep our notes, where we can keep our things all proper. It should not be missed. Again, we should not search for the things. So we should keep the setup properly, all the books, notes, each and everything. And we should make use of that. Only arranging and keeping proper is we can't able to learn. We should first of all in our mind and from the heart, we should think that now we are going to learn. So how we are in the school, when in the school hall, we always depend on the teachers. The teachers will guide you each and everything, how you have to move for the next level. But now we are independent. Before you are dependent on the teachers and your friends with the other students, but now you are independent. You can learn by your own. So what are the things you feel that if I learn aloud means if I read aloud, I can get memory soon. So you can start to read aloud. So if some students, they will think that if I walk and learn, I will get information more soon. So you can start to walk and learn. So like that, so now you are independent and make your setup how you can learn easily and how you can grasp your attention, everything. So what you have to do, first of all, you should keep everything in a setup, and from your mind and heart, you should think that now you are going to learn more informations. You are going to learn everything, how you are in the school, like that same. Now also you are going to learn everything. First you have to keep that in your mind and heart, then you have to start learning. So that is the first point I explained you. It's all in the setup. Next, the second point I'm going to tell you is, you are not alone. Yes, right. What do you mean by that? So what you are thinking, that means you are not alone. Yes, this might you think that, so we are alone. We can't able to read, and we can't. Before all, I am with the friends and I am getting guidance from my teachers, but now I am alone. I can't able to read. Like that, you should not think. Everyone, now we are alone only. So you are not alone in this. Reach out. So what from this, what you are going to understand is, it might feel like you are alone, but everyone is in the same position and experiencing the same problems as you. Stay in contact with your friends and share your experience and share what's working for you and what isn't. That way you can learn from other people's experience and share the tips. What do you mean by that means? So everyone will think that now we are alone. We can't able to do. I cannot able to read this. So like that, we should not think. Everyone is alone. Everyone is in the same position and experiencing the same problems. So what you have to do means, when you are getting a doubts, you can clarify with your teachers. When you are getting anything as doubt, you can note it down. Okay. So after, you can share with your friends. Now, many things are there, online tools like Zoom and Google Hangouts. So in that, you can meet your friends together. So you can share your thoughts. You can tell that I can't able to read like this. So how you are reading? So I'm reading like this. So each one of you, you can share your thoughts and experience. So when they started to share their experience, each one of you, you will get something which will be work out for you. If something is not work out for you, it may be work out for your friends. So like that, we have to share our thoughts. Okay. So when you are reading, you have to do this all. And there are really useful online tools like Zoom and Google Hangouts that make it really easy to have group calls and share ideas with your friends. Yes, just now I said that we have the online tools, many things like Google and then Zoom. So in that you can connect with your friends, we can connect with our class teachers and the teachers who are your favorite teachers. You can connect with them and you can ask your doubts. They will clarify you and you can check with your friends how you are reading, So whether we will read as group, like that you can share your thoughts and you can make your learning as more interesting. Next, the third point I'm going to share is think long time and take the position. What I mean by that, think long time? Can anybody guess? Think long time. So what do you think that we can think as long term and take the positives? So always from the negative situations also, we should take the positive thing. If any negative situations happens in your life also, we should never think about the negative thing, what was happened. From that, it may be a small pinch of positive thing will be happened in that. From that, you have to search it and you have to move with your positive steps. So that is only I'm going to tell in this. Think long term and take the positives. So what positives now? Developing a strong independent study skills and managing your time well are the two great things that will not only help you in your school career, but throughout your life too. So we all think that, okay, in this lockdown, we are alone. So we are independent. So there are two great things are there. So what are they means? Independent study skills. Now we are independent. Before you are dependent on your school, you are dependent on your teachers, you are dependent on your friends, and you are dependent on your tuition teachers like that. But now you are totally independent. However, you can able to memorize like that. You can start to memorize. However, you can able to understand like that. You can learn and understand. You can use the dictionary, you can use the net, or you can use any other things. You can use many tools. Study tools are more now. So you can use many techniques and study tools to make it as easy for understanding your concepts. Okay, so what are the two great things is strong independent study skills, and one more thing is managing your time. Yes, it is very, very important that you should manage your time. How can you manage your time? Always you should get up earlier. So when you get up earlier, everything will be positive for you and you can learn everything very quickly as much you. So wake up as soon and you can manage your time. Morning, how you are in the school. So in the school also after 45 minutes, after 2 hours, you will have a break. Like that, have a break. Again, you have to come back to your study. So you can get some things for relaxing. So which you feel that it will be gives you relaxing, like that you can start to relax yours. After you have to come back for your study, like that you have to study yourself. You have to be independent in your studies. The skills you develop now are the skills you will not need for working independently in further education and throughout your career, whatever you choose to do. Don't think that now only for learning. It will be useful for your career. So after you complete your schools, you can go for whatever you think. If you want to become an MPBS doctor or if you want to become an engineer in your careers also, it will be useful. That independent learning and managing your time will be useful. Not only now, it will be useful for your career. In your lifelong, it will be useful. So this is the perfect opportunity to become great at these things and enjoy them. So yes, this is the perfect opportunity for everyone. So apply the same schedule to your school day at home. Get up, have a walk around, go on your walk to get some fresh air and make a drink, whatever you wish, then come back for your studies. So like that, make your routine. So start to study as much how you can get understanding your concept. Be positive in your learning. Next one is reward your hard work. That is the next point. How can you reward your hard work? So someone only can reward you. You can able to reward by yourself. So how it see that reward your hard work. So what are the hard work you are doing? If you are in the school means your teacher will reward you. Your teacher will appreciate you. Okay. So now you are at home. Whatever hard work you are doing, you can reward by yourself. So positive reinforcement is such a great way to stay motivated and remain inspired. Yes, you should be positive first of all to yourself. Okay, whatever you are doing, you should never think that okay, I cannot able to do this work. You should always think, yes, I can do it. I can. Like that, you should always think. You know that before itself I said you. So always you should think everything will be possible. You should never think impossible, because the word impossible itself says that I'm possible. So we should think always possible to do everything. So if you have the positive attitude, so whatever you are doing, you will be motivated by yourself again and again. Set achievable and tangible goals, and when you achieve them, reward yourself with something you love. This doesn't have to be anything extravagant. So what if you did anything as good? If you are a plan today that you have to complete these much lessons, if you completed that, then you can reward yourself. So which you like most? For example, if you some students which you like most, for example, eatables or any drinks or whichever the things you like most, you can reward by yourself. Yes, I'm good. Morning I target to complete this one lesson, but I completed 2 lessons now. Yes, I'm good. You have to motivate by yourself. You should reward yourself. Reward yourself with things like an episode of your favorite series, your favorite snack, or half an hour to look at YouTube or social media. So what you should reward yourself means you can reward yourself things like seeing the episode. If a few kids are there, if you are good in studies means what you have to do. If you have completed your chapter as how much you think means, then you have to think, yes, I completed this much, I'm very good. So now what I want to do means, which is your favorite episode or any favorite series means, you can go and watch it for half an hour. Again, you have to come back for your study. So like that, you have to motivate by yourself, not only the episodes. So you can make it as your favorite snack, or you can make it any social media or YouTube, anything, and you have to motivate by yourself. Again, it seems simple, but you find rewards that you really love. This should be a good incentive. So incentive, so which you like more that you have to give by yourself, it will be a good incentive to motivate by yourself. Yes, now I'm going to end with these 5 tips in mind. Remember that learning from home doesn't have to be boring or uninspiring. It's all about taking a different approach and experimenting to find what routine and tactics works best for you. So you just don't stuck in one place itself. If something is not work out for you, change to next one. Like that, you have to change and you have to take different ideas to make your learning as more interesting. Okay, so these are the tips which will be helpful for you to learn from your home. And then at last, I want to tell you few tips to improve your self-confidence. So how you should be confident. First of all, be nice to yourself. First of all, you should be nice to yourself. When you are expecting some other to nice to yourself means, first of all, you should be nice to yourself. Okay, that is the first one. And second one, don't compare yourself with others. Yes, you should never compare. Yes, she is completed 3 lessons, but still I'm stuck in the first lesson itself. Like that, you should never think. And you should never compare yourself with others. Okay, so you should think that no one can play my role better than me. So like that, you should always feel proud of you, and you should always think that yes, I can do. If she is doing means, why I can't able to do? I can do. Like that, you should think, and you should move on and get moving. And third point I'm going to say is get moving. Don't stuck in one place itself. Start to move one by one. Okay, if you are start to learn, or if you are learning a lesson means, think that if you can't able to read that as how much you can, if you are reading aloud or anything which is not work out for you, don't stuck in that itself. Try to the next level or try to the next step which will be useful for you. Okay, always get moving to other. and think that nobody is perfect. Okay, you should never think, yes, I'm only doing all the mistakes again and again. Others are perfect. Don't think like that. Nobody is perfect. Everyone, they are doing mistakes. From the mistakes only they're learning, and they are proving that they are good. So always think that failures are the stepping stones. Like that, if you did any mistakes, also learn from the mistake. Don't stuck there itself. And focus on what you can change. First of all, you should focus. You should focus properly, and you can think. If you did any mistake, you just think that, and you can change and make it as right. And celebrate your small steps and reward yourself. So already I said you reward yourself. Whatever you are doing good, reward yourself. If you did any mistakes, learn from the mistakes and move forward. Surround yourself with positive. Always surround yourself with positive and supportive. Okay, so you should, whatever something's happen negative to you, also be positive that you can able to do good and help others. So we are expecting help from others, like that same we should also help others. So these are the tips I'm telling to you to be confident. And thank you for all for giving me a golden opportunity to share my thoughts. Thank you, ma'am. And I wish all the students to be happy and stay home, stay safe. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you for taking your time to prepare for such an extraordinary, wonderful presentation, ma'am. If not phenomenal, I don't know what else to call the presentation you just gave. Thank you very much for making the webinar with our Green Valley family a really successful one. And thank for everyone, the chief guest, correspondent ma'am, as well as for the headmisters. Let me complete the session with a vote of thanks. On behalf of Green Valley Group of Schools, Metric and CBSE, and the entire fraternity of the Institute, first of all, my sincere thanks to Almighty God for making today's event a grand success. By His blessings and grace, we are able to make the event what it was. Thanks to other dignitaries on behalf of Green Valley Group of Schools, Metric and CBSE, I give a really heartfelt vote of thanks to our chief guest, Dr. S. Deepak, who spent his busiest time gracing the occasion. Today, we had the opportunity to hear your thoughts, and this is definitely encouraging us in our future events. Your thoughts have enlightened our minds and show us a new path. Thanks to all speakers for adorning the occasion and sharing their opinions today. Thank you, parents and kids. Our sincere gratitude goes out to all parents and well-wishers for your rock-solid support system and encouragement. Without your support, the children were not able to excel. Thank you very much for joining this event. And a special mention to our venerable chairman, sir, Mr. Jaweed Khan, and our respected correspondent, ma'am, Ayesha Jaweed, being the catalyst that inspired us to do our best and stand as a pillar of power. With deep sense of appreciation, we thank our loving teachers for entering the effort. Thank you very much for all.
Thank you, sir. Before we end, there were few participants who had joined in the end. So for them, I would like to summarize and tell what happened throughout this webinar. So the few points which was discussed by me was minimal usage of mobile, limited participation in social gathering and avoiding crowd, follow protocols of COVID-19, don't waste time. Food and entertainment can become poison if consumed in excess. And these are the few points which was discussed by our chief guest, Dr. Deepak. Get vaccinated, have positive self-talks, don't feel low. God has blessed everyone with unique talent. Self-example, he has boosted and motivated our students today, how he had succeeded in his life after much struggle. And most important, there are no beds available in hospital. and he has requested everyone to stay safe at home. And these are the few points which was discussed by Saraswathi. Stay organized in life, reach out for help, usage of resources at the appropriate time, and time management, reward yourself, and be self-confident. So this was a summary of today's webinar. I'm ending the meeting. A special thanks to our chief guest. Thank you for joining us, sir. Thank you. Thank you all my students, staff, and parents of Green Valley School. This video will be available in YouTube shortly.